Alright, you lot, so let's talk about the Killstreaks in Vanguard. This is only for the beta, and obviously there's going to be way more introduced when the game's on its full release. Kind of like Cold War. They're still even adding Killstreaks to this day on it. There is in fact 10 Killstreaks that you can pick throughout the whole entire beta to choose from. Some of them are better than others, some are glitchy. I'm going to go over all of them for you and tell you like my honest thoughts, because I've got every single one. Used them all in the game, and I'll let you know what they're like. As always, make sure you leave a like on the video, helps me out a lot, and subscribe if you want to see, I don't know, anything new that comes out in Call of Duty. You lot are going to see some really great plays from this video. You're going to see stuff like me hitting freaking quad with the glide bomb. You're going to see me using Flamenaught and attack dogs at the same time, and I'll be showing you how I absolutely obliterate the teams with the Deathmachine. Now, the very first killstreak is going to be the Intel. This is going to work a little bit differently than a UAV. This is going to be more of a personal thing, so it's going to reveal nearby enemies around your player on a minimap. So what's going to happen, it's going to let off a ping around your character, and anyone that's caught in that radius are going to come up on the map. It's not going to cover the whole entire map. It's only like a little short part of it. But I can imagine if you're not someone who wants to actually just get a normal UAV where you can see everyone and you're kind of a solo player who's just trying to farm off the kills, I can maybe work out why Intel could be better for you. People do have Ghost on. This is actually going to counter it as well. It's not too bad on smaller type maps. If you're playing something like Ground War, I just think it's pretty much pointless. The next killstreak is going to be the absolute classic, the care package, where it drops a single care package which rewards a random killstreak on pickup. It's a lucky dip bag. You never know what you're going to get. You're either going to get the Intel 10 times in a row, or you're going to get the attack dogs killstreak on your very first try in the care package. It does take a while for it to actually land. It feels like it does. Compared to every single Call of Duty game we've played, the care package seems like it takes the longest to drop down on this game. Not sure. Maybe I'm just overthinking that. You also got to be careful where you're doing this, because normally when it lands, like every Call of Duty game, this thing will just fly off the map and then you'll get lost for it. I do feel like if you're playing modes like Search and Destroy, game modes where the spawns are going to frequently change or you've not got enough time, you're going to be messing around with this care package. I got one in Search, threw it down, took like half the game to actually pick it up, and by that time someone comes over there, kills you and steals it, and you're just going to get pissed off and rage quit. But if you're someone that just cannot get a high kill streak, then sometimes your only option is to get the care package out. Next is going to be the spy plane. Calls in a spy plane, which reveals all enemy positions on a minimap to allies, and this can in fact be shot down in the game. I feel like a lot of people don't actually know this. If you've got magazine attachments that do more damage to kill streaks, these planes will go down pretty quickly and you can shoot them down. It does look like the planes are actually part of the map sometimes. Like you'll see them and think, oh, is this actually a plane or is this part of the map? No, if they're pretty close, you can shoot them down. With the new addition to Ghost, this does mean that people have to constantly be moving around for them not to get pinged on the UAV if they've got Ghost on. If not, all the campers are going to show up, but it's not too bad for a kill streak. Next is the counter spy plane. Self-explanatory for anyone else that's playing any other Call of Duty game. Just blurs your map basically, and it's the same as a UAV, but you can of course shoot this down as well if you see it in the air, and they are pretty annoying. The fact that it blurs your complete map, I always thought it was a pain, you know. You never know where enemies are, where the spawns are going to be, what players are near you. You can't even see if the cruise missiles are coming down, which does lead me to the glide bomb. Drops a bomb whose path can be guided towards the enemy, killing them instantly. Plane's going to come over, drop the kill streak down, and you can't really control it as well as you think. You're going to have to control this really early to get to a certain destination, and kind of when you're on point of that, if all of the enemies move, you can't really maneuver this too far away from the spot that you're actually planning to land this at. This does work really well in modes like Blitz, Patrol, where there's 14 people on the map. You know the whole enemy's on that flag. You pull this bad boy out, you're going to see so many hit markers, and I always thought these kind of kill streaks are my favourite because it is a little bit random. You've got to time it right. But if you put it out at the right moment and you see about 8 players, you'll be getting 5+ kills just from one streak alone. So I do think it is a really good kill streak to have. Next is the Deathmachine. So you're going to equip a machine gun which fires explosive rounds and a fixed number of bullets. But this persists through death till the ammo is completely depleted. Meaning you can pull this thing out, gun everyone down. If you die, it doesn't matter, come back and you can just keep using it. Unlike other CODs where you'd normally pull it out, get shot in the head, and then it's gone forever. It does do moderately alright damage. I can imagine in game modes like Champion Hill, if you pull this thing out, you're going to be depleting the enemy's life so fast. Same thing with multiplayer, but the thing is, the kills you get with the gun don't actually add towards your current kill streak. So you've got to be kind of vigilant if you want to pull this out early. I normally continue on my streak until I die, then I'll end up pulling this thing out. But again, if you can keep pulling it out and putting it back whenever you want, if you're playing game modes like Patrol and you can pull this out at the right time, you can get a lot of kills with it. It does make for some epic plays. I do feel like when you pull this Deathmachine out, you get a little tiny extra bit of boost for HP, so you can take like an extra couple bullets. I don't know if that's actually true, but it definitely feels like it when you use this. It's not a bad kill streak, but if you're someone that's really sweaty and you like running around and building up a kill streak, pulling this out while you're on mid kill streak can normally balls you up instead of actually helping you out. So use it after death and it's normally fine. Next kill streak is going to be the Mortar Barrage. So you have to toss a flare canister to mark an area for repeated mortar fire. And don't get me wrong, this is not a bad kill streak at all. I think you guys have seen my video where I got over 100 kills where the spawns were absolutely broken on that map hotel. I threw this thing down and it just landed, just bombarded the team. They were spawning and dying and spawning and just dying by the mortar barrage that kept coming down. The only pain is that you have to throw this thing down. You can't just like open up your map, select an area. You have to literally hold something in your hand, go throw it down in a place that you need it, and you can die multiple times even trying to get in the right spot. If you're playing a higher player count of patrol and the patrol point is actually moving around the map, you can kind of preempt it and put it down just before, you know, the flag comes around the corner. And then if the enemy jumps on it, well, they're just going to get bombarded by this kill streak. It does last a moderately decent time as well. If you're a player who likes planning ahead of things, then this is actually a good kill streak. But again, it can just be like a death machine. You know, do you want to be pulling this thing out and trying to throw it down on a certain point? But it can work out in your favor hugely if you can pull it off. The next kill streak I'm going to be talking about is the 7-kill Warmachine. Equips a semi-automatic grenade launcher with fixed number of grenades. Exactly like Deathmachine, this persists through death until the ammo is completed. You only get 6 bullets with this, and dare I say, this is easily one of the worst kill streaks in Vanguard. Easily. It is terrible. The Deathmachine beats this thing 100 times over. The Warmachine only seems to kill people on a direct impact, otherwise it's normally a 2-shotter. The bullet drop is horrendous for it, even worse than like, you know, Black Ops 3's Warmachine. And even then, you've only got 6 bullets. So if you're not direct impacting players and you've got to hit them twice, you've already wasted 1/3 of the ammo just trying to take out one person. But listen, just like any kill streak, if you get it at the right time, let's say it's patrol, let's say their whole team are on that point, put out the Warmachine, yeah, you can net yourself a lot of kills. But you need to be using this in a very specific circumstance for it to actually pay off. Otherwise, skip the kill streak completely. You want to be going for the Deathmachine. Beats it a mile off. The next kill streak, and I think for the beta, easily one of the best ones you can actually use, is the Flamenaut. The clue's in the name. It's a juggernaut, but it's a flamethrower. Flamenaut. Receive a flamethrower with unlimited fuel and a protective suit. Both are lost on death. This is a 9 kill streak, and when you use it, you can just activate it. You haven't got to call anything out. You're going to put on the suit straight away, and you can get the burn in on all of the enemies. The time to kill with a flamethrower is, I don't know. It's not too bad. It could be a little tiny bit better. I feel like it'd be overpowered if it was. Can sponge a lot of bullets, but the trick here is if you're in the protective suit, you want to make sure that you're facing your enemies. You do have a fuel tank on your back, and if people shoot it, you're going to take an insane amount of increased damage. And I think if someone's using gammon bombs on you, someone could throw a gammon bomb and stick you, and it does massive damage and takes you out straight away. Used in the right scenario, or Champions Hill even, imagine how many lives you're going to be ruining while in this suit. It's a really fun kill streak to use, and you can tell how much health you've got left by your gas mask's cracked screen. The more cracks you got, the more online you are to dying with it. Now, the very last kill streak, the attack dogs. Pretty controversial, innit? Because you see me using them in a few games and how buggy they were. I feel like they could do with a little bit of a buff in the game. You call them out, you get a set amount of dogs that just go around. Some of them follow you, some of them go around and attack people. Now, in the game, they are really easy to kill. If someone calls in these dogs, they take a couple bullets and they're dead. But if you mess up or you're distracted or you're not even paying attention, these will one-hit kill you if they go near you. If players are kind of on taking these out, they're going to get depleted really quickly. Otherwise, if you're using them on maps that don't have too huge of open areas, then the attack dogs can definitely do a bit of damage. But for me, I feel like the Flamenaut just always nets me way more kills than the attack dogs. If you're someone that doesn't want to turn into the Flamenaut and become a huge target on the map because everyone can see you, then you can always call in the attack dogs while you're still going onto your kill streak, while they do work and bait out enemies for you. But that is my kind of rating on every single kill streak that is in Vanguard right now. If I'm playing games like Blitz, where there's a lot of people in the game, I normally go with the glide bomb, the Flamenaut, and the attack dogs. I normally go for the highest kill streaks because, you know, pays off if you get to use them. And mixing attack dogs with the Flamenaut can net you a lot of kills, depending on the mode and depending on the map. But that's my review of all of the kill streaks that are in the game currently. For the beta, I do think there's going to be a lot more kind of stuff that you see in COD World War II, where there was like, you know, its variation of a chopper gunner and just tons more things. We'll just have to wait and see until they actually get put into the game. I want you guys to leave a comment on your favorite Vanguard kill streak. Even if you're not playing it right now, what one do you think is your favorite that they've put into the game? I want to hear your thoughts on it. But as always, I'll try to bring out more Warzone and Vanguard content for you lot as it comes along. I'm going to go for the daily upload schedule. I've made a bet to myself that I want to upload 1 video a day for a whole year. So if you want to root me for that, root me. Give me that little bit of motivation, you know. As always, guys, I'll catch you later.